Hello Scorpio, thank you for tuning in for your May Zodiac Wheel reading this month. I'm Elle, your Psychic Astrologer. As you know, my readings are for the general collective, and if you would like a more personal, in-depth reading, please go to my website. The information's in the description box below, and you can book a reading with me there, or you can email me. Now, for those of you that are new subscribers, thank you for tuning in also, and I also would like to encourage you to subscribe so that you don't miss any future updates. This is a general reading for Scorpio sun sign, rising sign and moon signs. You can also see what your sun sign, moon sign and rising sign videos have got to say to give you a more all-round view of the full. Okay, so now I'd like to invite Great Spirit and the angels and my guides to join me with this reading for Scorpio, and give thanks for any messages that come through in this reading for Scorpio's highest good and the good of all concerned. Now, Scorpios could be feeling a lot of powerful feelings and energies at this time, because their ruling planet, or your ruling planet, Scorpio, has gone retrograde in the last few days. It's retrograde in Capricorn, but nonetheless it's the ruler of Scorpio, so it does affect Scorpio. And just to clarify what that actually means, well, this transit of Pluto retrograde in Capricorn from the 24th of April through the 3rd of October. So it goes retrograde until the 3rd of October in Capricorn, and then it goes direct after the 3rd of October. So this transit will take you, it will be taking you back to a similar time to when maybe you didn't resolve something, which is back in 2018. So between April to July of 2018. So reflect on that time, and through this period from April through to October, so we're in May now, what is it that you think or feel that is similar for you that relates to that time back in 2018? Let me know in the comments, because this is a time through this retrograde where you can handle things differently. Okay, so hindsight's a wonderful thing. You can look back at that time and see how you handled something, and then you can incorporate it into what's happening in the now, and you can use it to see that now you're being given the opportunity to handle things differently this time round. So here in your first house, Scorpio, you have the Princess of Swords. So technology is one of the energies from that Princess of Swords, because she's the page of this tarot spread, this tarot deck. So the Page of Swords is one that brings you messages, and it used to be a telephone message or a telegram, but these days it's emails, text messages, telephone, and all the rest of it. So lots of communication and messages going backwards and forwards. Okay, and they're not necessarily good messages or bad messages. It's just that there seems to be a lot going on there with keeping in touch and keeping people up to date. Now, and you being kept up to date as well. Then in the area of how you earn your money and your values, you have one of the best cards in the deck, and that is the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 in the Major Arcana deck. Tens are always a wonderful number. They're the number of completion, and with the Wheel of Fortune message and energies influencing it, it's saying that you are feeling the shift and you're feeling the wheel turning, and it's turning in your favour. It's around the right way as well, and the Wheel of Fortune is about good luck and fate, and karma is also involved in that. So you will be seeing that your hard work is paying off, and you're actually feeling a lot more lucky about it, and seeing the good luck that is actually unfolding in front of you. So a lot to be grateful for, Scorpio. Here with your communication, you're being influenced by the Seven of Cups, which is also a message of taking a bit of a rest as well, sitting back and seeing all the options and choices that you have ahead of you, and completing one goal at a time. And that's the communication area. So that is showing that there will be a lot of busy energy around you over the next month, or possibly even longer, because this is the house that Mercury rules, the third house of communication, short distance travel, and Mercury is the messenger of the gods. So you may even be getting some divine intervention and divine messaging coming through, and so do tune in to your higher self, and you will get some answers there as well. Because now with that, it's the Mercury energy, as I said. So Mercury is moving into Taurus on the 6th of May, and at that time your attentions, you may find, will turn to what you value in your life, and negotiations and things like that. Now it's moving fast through Taurus, and it will be entering into Gemini, which is its own sign, on the 21st of May. That brings a lot of strong energies, because Mercury is exalted and very, very happy in its own sign of Gemini. So again, it's erratic, or electric maybe is a better word, electric energy that has you and other people all frantic and going at a very high pace. Could be like feeling like you're in overdrive, and I feel that the energy will be there for you to be in overdrive, but you've got to be careful of it, because it can burn you out and have you sort of fatigued and exhausted. So if you feel that everything's going into overdrive and the electricity is really frantic in you, then pull yourself back and take those shoes off and go and get into nature. And whether you're sitting on the grass, whether you're hugging a tree, or just walking around your backyard barefoot, that will help you to get the earth energy balancing. So it's sort of like when a radio doesn't connect properly, you need to earth it out in your car. That's the sort of thing that you need to do to keep yourself on the right frequency. You need to get some earthing and grounding and pull yourself back from that frantic pace. If you can manage an hour a day, that would be wonderful. If you can only manage 15 minutes a day, that's wonderful too. It will make the world of difference to your energy levels. It'll help pick them up. And the Earth's energy is a healing energy. You'll constantly see the Earth rejuvenating itself. That's because it has the power to heal. Okay, Now, in the 4th house energy here, we are being shown another 7. So the 7 energy is quite powerful for you at the moment, Scorpio. And this is wanting you to bring some structure into your home life and the pattern of your home life and family, bringing structure as well. So that also is the Saturn energy, because Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn along with Pluto. So we've got both these energies affecting at the moment Scorpio. So from the 29th of April it went retrograde and doesn't go direct again until the 18th, sorry, of September. So there's a long period there again for you to be able to reflect on what and how you've handled things in the past, and what if you handle it from a negative point of view, then you will learn the lesson out of that. If you've handled it from a more positive approach, then you will reap the rewards from that, but only you will be able to tell which way you actually handle things. And we all handle things badly at some stage and better at another, but this is an opportunity to not repeat that pattern. So Saturn is the Lord of karma, and it is the time for karma to be sorted out now. So in the now we have the past, present and future presenting itself. Okay? So prepare carefully and don't take shortcuts while you're building your foundation, because then, you know, something can come along to take it away. And just remember that hard work and dedication is still required of you, because this is the base of our wheel. This is what holds you up, and it is also your family, and a lot to do with your childhood as well. So again, having to build boundaries there. Now here in the 5th house of fun and enjoyment, you have the moon. So as it would have it, there's a full moon in Scorpio on the 16th of May. Okay, so that is a time where you will have deep emotional experiences and expressions. So, you know, do try and be conscious of whether or not you're being too intense, because sometimes, you know, you may feel more intensity about something that it actually requires. And the moon is also a card that represents the psychic side of yourself. So, you know, that's letting me know, trust your intuition. And it's in the area of your fun, matters of the heart, hobbies, and, you know, entertainment and things along those lines. That's the 5th house energy. And so I do feel that you will be looking to have fun, or at least making plans for that. And as I said, it's the prophecy card. It's also about whether it's a prophecy from your deep inner knowing that always let you know something. Like some of you may have experienced where I just knew that. I knew that. I don't know how I knew that, but I knew that. It's that kind of thing. So trust your instincts, trust your intuition, and a good time around about the 16th of May to actually, you know, do some meditation and some calming work, and also that earthing, grounding energy work as well, because there's a lot of healing that can take place at this time, and you may find yourself wanting to actually go out in and experiment with that. Now, the other interesting thing that's happening around the 16th of May is Mars is changing sign and moving into Cancer, and the moon astrologically rules Cancer. So there's also a Cancer energy, so there may be someone that you spend time with who is a Cancer, or you enjoy that Cancer friendship and that kind of energy. So so with Mars in Cancer, from the 16th of May onwards, it is letting us know that you don't have to fight against something that you don't understand to start with, and stay conscious of what you are doing. Otherwise, if you're coming from just a knee-jerk reaction, you could otherwise be behaving in petty or irritable ways that no one around you will be able to understand, let alone deal with. But if you're coming from a place of positive energy and positive intent, then you could find that you get a lot done around the home. I do feel that, you know, you probably, with the moon ruling Cancer, and Cancer rules the 4th house, you may be wanting to get a lot of things sorted out around the home. Might be a time of just great spring clean job or something like that, but you certainly will be able to get a great deal accomplished in general. Now, here in the house of work and health, you have the Ace of Swords, determination and cutting through any misunderstandings or confusions, because your intent is to find clarity and keep things clear and precise. That's your main aim there. And here with the relationship area, it's being shown that you want to move, or you want something to change in that. It could be that you physically want to move closer to each other, or move into a new place. But the Knight of Wands is charging ahead and has the passion and energy to present that for you. And you can use your passionate relationships in order to get that ball rolling. You are here being shown as feeling a little bit on your own and having to, you know, sort everything out for yourself. But the 5 energy of the Pentacles is saying that you're every bit good enough to do it, and you will, once the air clears or the clouds lift, you'll be quite proud of what you've been able to achieve, even though you did have to do it on your own. So sometimes, you know, you've got to hold down the fort and keep things happening, even though you wish that it could be a different way, if you understand what I mean. Leave a message in the comments for me, so letting me know how that is unfolding for you here through May, Scorpio. Now, this is a wonderful card, the Chariot, being shown here for the area of your life that is your higher education, long distance travel, foreign lands and cultures, your spiritual evolution and involvement. The Chariot also is associated with the Sagittarius energy. So Jupiter is in Sagittarius, and this area is your 9th house, and it's ruled by Sagittarius, and it's Jupiter's house. So that is showing me there that the Chariot is showing victory and success, and having more than one choice and option, that you're feeling a little bit like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. You're going to actually be coming through this with shining colours. Now here with the Jupiter energy, that is also one of the planets that is in retrograde and has been since the 10th of April and will be until the 11th of August. So that's another date for you to keep in mind, the 11th of August. And even look back on what was going on at the 10th of April in 2019. Because Jupiter in Sagittarius is in its own house. So not only astrologically is Jupiter in its own house, you also have the card that is governed by Jupiter in the 9th house. So big message here for you from Jupiter. Okay, now Jupiter is the planet of good luck and good fortune and expansion. But sometimes we have to be careful because it can expand our weight as well. But here through until August being in retrograde, it is giving you extra time being in retrograde to get stock, take stock and make sure everything's in order before you continue. Alrighty? It's a time of philosophical and spiritual introspection and reflection. So reflect on what was going on in November 2007 if you can, because this is the similar energy that with these retrogrades, it does take us back in a funny kind of way with the same situation or same idea, or maybe it's different people but a similar scenario taking place. So it is relating to the past. So if you could have done it differently or done it better, what would you have done? Because now is the opportunity where you could do, you may have missed that opportunity back then in 2007, and you're being given the opportunity with Jupiter retrograde to do it better this time. Okay? So you may well feel and see that you are being tested, but what Jupiter is testing you for is whether or not you're actually ready to receive the things that you're wishing and hoping for. Good fortune, new romance, love, or increased wealth, for example. So if you get things in order and fine-tune your frequencies so that you don't repeat outmoded habits, you will be given the rewards. And I'm feeling that you're going to do this better than what you even think you are, Scorpio. So yeah, it is a wonderful time for that to be unfolding. And as I said, you will see the benefits and the reward once Jupiter goes direct again. So keep in mind the 11th of August 2019. Here in your career, it's being shown here that you're waiting for your ship to come in. So a lot of work and energy is being put in here with this Three of Wands energy, and you will reap the rewards of it. So you're on the right track, and you for some reason know that you have to be patient, but it is coming, and you know, your wishes are being worked out and worked on. And here you have in your house of hopes and wishes the Lovers. So that is about relationships coming together, choices having to be made with the relationship, and the joining of the two people being shown there. It's also a Trinity situation. You have the man and the woman and the angel that is joining them together. So even if you are feeling a little bit alone and that you've got to do it all by yourself kind of energy here, this is saying your wish is being fulfilled, and that it may appear like that that to you on the surface, but in reality you're actually very loved and there's a loving relationship showing there for you. So manifesting very well and having choices too. And here in the 12th house, it is showing you being able to build your bank up, build the foundation and the material wealth that you need to accomplish the choices and the direction that you'd like to see yourself going. Now I will ask for your confirmation reading for Scorpio for May 2019. Angels and guides and Great Spirit, stay with me in this reading. Oh, thank you. And we have giraffe. So giraffe medicine is saying avoid being overstretched. So this is not a time to stretch far beyond your current capabilities. If you stick your neck out too far, you may lose balance and topple over like a giraffe with that impossibly long neck and spindly legs. More even distribution keeps you from lion prey. So Scorpio, needing to keep the balance and not put, when it's saying don't stick your neck out, it's showing you not to go out of your way for somebody else, so to speak. So that's not meaning that you don't do any good deeds, but it just means if you know that you're putting yourself right out in order to do something for somebody else, you put yourself out in order to do the things you need to do for yourself. But if you've got to put what you want on hold to stick your neck out for somebody else, they're not learning their Saturn lesson, if you get what I mean, and they're not dealing with their Pluto lesson either. So so it's about what is your responsibility and what's their responsibility. You can't be taking on their responsibility on top of your own responsibility, kind of thing. So let me know what happens there through May, Scorpio. I read all the comments and I love hearing how this has related to you. So do let me know. So thank you for tuning back in and letting me know how you feel these frequencies are playing out for you in some of the comments and things like that. I really do enjoy catching up with all that and finding out what resonates with you. Now, as I said, all my details are down there in the description box, and until we talk again, thank you for being a part of my channel and for liking, subscribing and sharing. So much love and light to you all. Namaste.